to Meetings Africa, and this is the 13th edition of Meetings Africa, which has just grown bigger and bigger. I must say we pretty much so are here every year at Meetings Africa, and I'm not saying for 13 years, but we have been here for the last couple of years. And I mean, I've just taken a walk around and seen how it's grown and how many more countries are showcasing their stuff and goods and what it is that they can offer when it comes to meetings. And meetings is a major sector that any country would love to get the share of, and South Africa doing exceptionally well. But there are many other African countries that are here as well, showcasing what they have to offer and to try and get a bite into that industry. And one of those countries is Rwanda. I've been telling my next guest here that Rwanda, for me, I think I've never been to Rwanda, but that's on the top of my to-do list when it comes to visiting African countries. I think the reputation of Rwanda precedes itself. It really does. It's something that I think has grown over the last couple of years, and many people going there. Frank Murangwa is the Director of Destination Marketing for the Rwanda Convention Bureau. So good to have you here on Morning Live, and welcome back to South Africa.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah. So this is the third time that you're showcasing here at Meetings Africa. From previous experience, is it a beneficial place to be?
Yeah, absolutely. We've seen growth from the first year we attended Meetings Africa. Every year we come, we go back with more businesses we've got from here. So indeed, it is really a very great platform for Rwanda to come and showcase Rwanda as a destination for hosting conferences and the events. And we believe that when we come here, we also continue to forge more partnership with other African destinations that are here, so that we all continue to grow Africa as a destination for events and meetings.
Yeah. How is it doing in terms of having these meetings, these conventions, and businesses wanting to come to Rwanda and host them?
Absolutely. We've witnessed, I would say, a remarkable growth in terms of infrastructure development that we are putting us in a better position to host more and bigger international conferences. We've invested in a big convention center that can now accommodate up to 3,000 people. We've had a very big improvement in our national airline in Rwanda that is flying to more than 20 destinations in Africa and also the globe. So that has created really an appealing destination for Rwanda to be a destination for events and meetings.
Yeah.
We also think we've done a lot of improvement in terms of easing access to our country. Starting from 1st of January 2018, Rwanda opened its borders to all citizens of the world in terms of getting their visas on arrival. So every citizen of the world can get their visa on arrival, and that has allowed many people to come easily to the country and indeed enhancing the destination as a MICE destination.
Yeah, that's a great development. And also looking at Rwanda Air, I see that even through Cape Town you've added routes via Harare. So I mean, you really are trying to push, and I mean, Cape Town is a very big hub, Johannesburg of course being a very big hub. So access to Rwanda is much easier than it ever has been as well.
Yeah, indeed, the access is very important. Any meeting planner will ask you, how do I get to a destination? And so for us to continue to enhance our positioning as a MICE destination, the government has done a lot of investment in the airline to ensure that we're able to access more destinations. And indeed, Cape Town is one of the new destinations that is being added to Rwanda's routes. And in addition, we're also covering other destinations. We're going to introduce Abuja in Nigeria, in addition to Lagos, where we're going, and other West African destinations. But in addition, we're also expanding Rwanda's wings to Asia. We're going to China. We're going to add the US as well this year. So we're really expanding and creating more ease of access to the country in order to get more people coming for conferences and events with the country.
What do your tourism numbers look like? I mean, when you see over the years the growth of tourism in Rwanda, how is it looking?
In 2017, we registered over 1 million visitors that visited Rwanda, and we generated around $400 million. So that really shows the contribution to the economic development of the country. Actually, tourism is the leading economic sector that is contributing to the economic development of the country. And of course, that goes along with also job creation and the creating export and investment in the sector. So all that really continue to position the country as a must-visit destination, looking at both tourism and the conference tourism as well.
I mean, when you look at, you've mentioned you've built a conference center. The wonderful thing, and I think the nice aspect aspect of meetings is not necessarily just to sit in your convention center. It's to do that, but to have a lot more. And I mean, one of the highlights of visiting Rwanda is, of course, going to see the gorillas. I know that you're trying to grow golfing tourism as well within the country. I was reading about that. And you've also got the most magnificent nature reserves. And that is something that, Africa can brag about. But I think you really are trying to improve these and put these on top of the agenda as well.
Yeah, indeed. When you have all these conferences and events happening in town, you need to create space for people to spend and enjoy the country. So, indeed, Rwanda is it's a very small country that you can easily reach out to all major attractions, and the gorilla tourism is our number one top attraction. So, whoever comes to the country, really, it's a must-see product. But in addition, indeed, we've also created and developing golf tourism to create space and recreation for the people in the country, and we believe that. In addition to the gorilla tourism, we also have a Cathedral National Park, which is home to the Big Five. So you're able to enjoy the Big Five experience and be able to enjoy the gorilla tourism, which you don't easily find in other African countries.
Yeah, you really don't. So it's a date. I have to come and visit Rwanda. I mean, I've not only heard about the beauty, but I've also heard about the technology advancement that's happening there. Some of the fastest internet speeds, one of the cleanest cities. I mean, you guys are really taking this to another level. And I think we need to congratulate Rwanda for doing what they're doing.
Yeah, thank you so much for that.
Yeah,
thank you.
Done.
Yeah,
and thanks for talking to us here on the program. And I hope that meetings is a great and very beneficial experience for you here. And talking to us on the program was Frank Murangwa, who's the Director of Destination Marketing for the Rwanda Convention Bureau. Right, that's Rwanda, one of the African countries that are showcasing here. But of course, we're in Gauteng. And Gauteng, the business hub, if not of South Africa, but the whole of Africa. I mean, that's what a reputation it does have. We are going to be talking to the representative from the province after this. Do stay tuned.